tab because I am struggling on the YouTube notifications here. Okay, that has been a struggle for me lately. Alrighty, let me see if I can get the lighting better in here. Hello, guys. It's High Priestess Jamila. All right. So I've got an update and some things that I wanted to say. Hello, hello. Let's see how many people come in here. I wanted to give an update on the Amanda situation. Okay. And just talk to you guys real quick. Talk about some things real quick and just let y'all know what's going on. First of all, I want to give a thank you to Cat Smith for, I guess trying to be a support in that situation. But here's the thing. I don't want this kind of drama near my children, near my business, or near my home. I don't want it. I don't want the smoke. I don't need the smoke. So I'm going to have to decline the offer of coming here from Cat Smith, coming over to my house and fighting Amanda at my house or having a shootout. I definitely do not want that at all. Honestly, I don't want any parts of, pull-ups, meetups, none of that, I just don't want it. As a matter of fact, a police report was filed. The police were notified about what she did. I have a report number, everything. And it is my hope that she is taken off the streets and put in jail. Listen, I am a part of the witch community. And a curse is a curse that can be removed. Curses can be removed. You can't get back a lost life. And I've got my kids here. And, I didn't struggle at all with filing and letting the police know what she did. I didn't. Not just for my children, but for my own sake. I do not participate in stuff like that. Like, I'm a witch, and I guess you could say that, I don't want to say that I cursed her, but I guess I did fair and square. And the reaction was really crazy and Nancy-like, again, it speaks to her character because a curse can always be removed. In fact, if I have a beef with another witch, I don't like to see it go ongoing. I rather, because I definitely don't conjure up bad energy. I would rather send that energy somewhere else or to banish it to hell than to, keep going back and forth because it serves nobody's purpose. It doesn't, and it's stupid. And I'm not trying to prove how tough I am. I'm gonna, respectfully decline any offers of having altercations or shootouts. I definitely do not want those types of situations at my home. I live here and, this neighborhood is pretty decent. I don't want to know. So I'm going to respectfully decline on that, Cat Smith. I'm I'm not doing that. You know, if you have some unresolved issue with Amanda, I would say take it up with her. However, I have a feeling, just a strong notion that she'll be getting the break that she needs, like the rest and some time, because that's very, very irresponsible what she did. Very, very uncalled for. Very, very hateful. Okay? And it's not my fault that I'm a good witch. Now, I will tell you that I did see a car outside my house that day. And so she may or she may not have, like, I didn't see her, but around the same time that she said that she was outside of my home, I did see an older model car pull up. It's very dark out there. I couldn't exactly see, what was out there, but, it's like I said, she never went past the yard, and she shouldn't do that. She's lucky that the police didn't pull up on her then, because I actually called them probably several minutes before she showed up. Okay. And, I've been, anytime you're on any social media platform, you may have a battle with a witch. It can be random, but you don't go and threaten to kill somebody or threaten to shoot up their house. No, that's not how witches get things done. Because, especially if you're sending me bad energy, and I send that stuff back to you, and I definitely know my craft. But for you to want to shoot into somebody's house because they know their craft, okay? I'm not gonna have a gunfight. I'm not going to, I have intelligence. I'm not going to fight somebody that has a gun, okay? And I don't want to fight anybody at all. In fact, I barely even speak on her. I had every right to speak on the stalking that her boyfriend has been doing to me. I have every right to speak on that. Okay. And, the lies that were told, she lied about what happened at my house that day. She was the only one being aggressive. Everybody else was drinking wine. She got aggressive. Okay. She got aggressive with people in my house, and she got checked. And I think that now at this point, I wasn't afraid at all. I'm just being cautious. I have a lot of things going for myself. My life is going great. I run a business. I also have a very, very good, contract job, and I'm just not trying to do that. And so I think it's important for people to understand that she went too far. I am a woman. I am not a man. I am not a maniac. Okay? I'm very good at my craft, because if you send something to me, I'm going to send it back to you. And I have every right to do that. Okay? And especially if you're consistent with it, this woman has factually been stalking me for the past 2 years. In fact, that's why she hooked up with another vlogger, so that she could stalk me, and I don't exactly know what is the purpose of that. I've met her daughter. I wish that she would make better decisions for her children. I don't have any desire, and y'all know I've been dealing with that sector for several years. Never would I ever show up at anybody's home and threaten their family or their children. No, I just wouldn't do it. Okay? Now, my spirits, when they get to moving, okay, but as a witch, you should realize that What are you going to do with that energy? Like I said, there's probably several witches, tons of witches that have had to throw energy back and forth. They had beef, but I'm going to show up at your house and no, like that's totally unacceptable. Totally. And uncalled for. Okay. If I cursed her fair and square, if that's what happened, but I can tell you that as her spiritual advisor, because I used to be her spiritual advisor, she got a lot of problems that she has to deal with, a lot that have nothing to do with me. Okay. And my family is not going to suffer. So I think it would be best for her to, number one, not have a gun. Obviously, that's not a good idea. And, the video was definitely downloaded. It was sent to the police. Not only is she crying out for help, but I am too, because I do not, I'm not interested in, like if a female run up on me, I'm going to defend myself. But if you have a gun, that's not a fair fight. And I know I got my spiritual guns, but I have the right to protect my company, the best interests of my company, and the best thing for her to do was to stop watching my channel. Stop watching my channel. Her boyfriend needs to stop watching my channel because they get triggered every time they see me rebuilding. But what they don't realize is that I'm not just on YouTube. My website is gaining rank on Google, the new website, as well as I'm going back to Etsy because I love the community. So, I mean, it doesn't make any sense for any of this to be happening. Okay. And none of it made any sense. And so, yeah. So people have been saying, oh, I'm going to come over to Jamila's house and we're going to fight her. Cat Smith. No, see, Cat Smith is from KC Mo. And, I'm telling y'all, like, the women and the men from KC Mo can be quite crazy. Cat ready to have a gun fight? No, Cat. No. Let's not encourage her. In fact, hopefully by the time you have your cast off, which I'm definitely going to be following up with the police to make sure that they get her for that, because, and I'm pretty sure that it's pretty much a no-brainer. The police, they are connected to St. Michael. They see her behaving that way. There's no excuse. I don't care if I come on here and say, bitch, and that's just shit talk. Okay. I would never show up at her mama's house, her hut. For what? For what? And nobody that she knows, I'm in my home. So, and I wouldn't bring that type of energy to my home, not ever. So, yeah. She has misplaced anger. She has she has nobody to be angry at but herself. Because when I was still talking to that lady last year, I told her, I said, you are not emotionally sound enough to deal with that sector. See, somebody can say something to me and it's just like, okay. And y'all know how I am, but she's very sensitive. And to be honest with you, I don't talk about her every day. And she probably believes, this is what she believes. She believes that somehow my spiritual work is controlling all of those people. Like I'm making Cat Smith talk about her, attack her, Tiffany attack her, and Tiffany's not even having anything to do with this anymore. But she's blaming my spiritual work. I don't have that kind of time for that. Like that's your doing. You are a grown woman. You make your own decisions, okay, on what you're going to do. But I know that for damn sure, okay, let me, yeah. Oh, oops. Sorry, hold on. I accidentally gave let me get rid of this person. I am no longer responding. There's no argument. Oh shoot. What happened? Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. I have nothing to say to that guy. Nothing. I have nothing to say to you. Nothing to say to you. Okay. And I've been saying that. And you know what? I knew that something negative would come out of his platform. The sad part about it is that he has beef with real gangsters on here. And instead, him and his girlfriend choose to come after me. Why? Why? Because obviously I have something that they want. And you have been trying to ruin my good name. She claimed that I scammed her. No, I have reviews from her, several. So for her to still keep claiming this, she made her situation bad. She could have had a relationship with this guy and never went into that sector, but she chose to do that. So I don't have nothing to do with that. All I know is that your girlfriend came to my house threatening to shoot my house up, where me and my babies lay our head. And you got the audacity. I'm not, and see, he's trying to get an interaction with me. No. I'm not doing it. Right. She did. She wanted to leech off of my business, and that's when she got upset. And at this point, it's over. Whenever you come to somebody's house doing that, it's over. I am installing this evening. A Ring camera will be installed to watch the whole perimeter of my home. Anybody pull up outside, anybody walk on my porch, they'll be on camera. Okay, now, when she came here the other day, she only pulled up outside. She didn't come past my grass. Okay. But anybody that comes up to my door, that's threatening me. And then also there will be better lighting out there too. So, until I move. Okay. And I'm not sure as to when that's going to be. I'm not even going to say, but yeah. Wow. Hey, Jackie. Yeah. Yeah, she's been wanting to act a fool, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, you're right, Kelly. I do need a security system. You're right. So, but yeah, I don't want to get any more deeper into it because really it ain't that deep. It really ain't that deep. Okay. As far as like making it worse, I think that if now there are people that have an issue with her, it's not going down on my property at my house. No, I can't, and I won't do that. And so I'm not interested in doing that at all. In fact, I think that it would probably be a good idea to just leave the situation alone altogether. But if you have an interest in that, I don't have any interest in that guy named Lamar. I don't have no interest in him whatsoever. And, hey, listen, if he wants to sit over there and talk about me, let him talk to himself. So I'm not going to get into it. And I never was arguing with her over him. Okay. In his mind, that's what he wants. But I was arguing with her over the obvious blockbusting and backbiting that she has been doing for the past couple of years. That's all I said to her. And evidently I was 1000% correct because she blew her top for some reason. Okay. And so, I'm no longer acknowledging that, like, I can't, like, There is obviously something mentally wrong for that to happen and for you to still come in my chat room when you know I have no interest in you. And he wants to sit and fantasize that I have no interest in him. If I had any interest in him, I would have met up with him several years ago. I would have met up with him 3 years ago when I was ready to meet up with somebody, but I didn't. And this has been ongoing. So it's as far as I'm concerned, it's over. Okay. And I'm going to let the police handle it. And I have full faith that St. Michael is going to get on the police. St. Michael, the archangel, is going to make sure that this situation is taken care of. Okay. And I thank everybody in the YouTube community that spoke up for me in that situation, even though I don't get along with all of you. I think that that's really, really big of you to do that. I appreciate you and I thank you and I bless you. I bless you for what you did. That was amazing. And I also thank the people that reported it because that was too much. That was too much. Okay. And I know that being that I'm a Cancer sun sign, I guess my words can really cut people deep, but I'm not the one that is doing that. And I think that it was really, really low. It was really, really low for them to attack me. Somebody is literally the most vulnerable person in the situation because I don't carry a firearm. And I still don't feel that I need to because I don't get into stuff like that. I'm a homebody. I'm not a hermit. I'm just a homebody. And I just don't get involved in those kinds of altercations. You know what I'm saying? And that was an oversaturation of misplaced anger, like Jackie said. That was I'm going to take all of my anger that I've been holding in for the past 2 years, and I'm going to take it out on you and your babies. Because my baby, before I made him leave the living room, he was taking a nap. And he doesn't know. My kids, my older son, he knows what's going on. But, there shouldn't be there shouldn't be a gun war or gun violence. That's ridiculous. I'm a witch. I'm not a thug. Okay. And nor do I want to be a thug. Okay. So I'm going to let the police do their job, and I'm pretty sure that they will. In fact, I'm 1000% sure that they will. Okay. Because, and I think that here's what I want to say. If you can't handle what somebody is saying to you, get off of the internet. Seriously. And if you can't handle battling a witch, then leave it alone. Okay. Clearly, I beat her at a spiritual battle, and then she wants to show up. And that's really? So, and anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to say that. And I appreciate it respectfully, Cat Smith, because, Cat Smith got that Kansas City blood, home of Jesse James, but I just know I would rather keep my environment peaceful. And I definitely don't want people fighting and gun violence in front of my house or at my house or around me, period. So so that's pretty much what I wanted to say. In fact, after I do a quick live or either video about this egg cleanse, it's pretty amazing. I'll show it to you guys. I'm going to take a break from YouTube for a minute. Okay. Maybe I'll put up some readings. I think that my readings trigger people. Yeah. Because I see a lot of things in spirit and, people. And so I don't know. We'll just have to, give it a week or so And, but I do think that she needs to be locked up. I do. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Not kind of. That's very, very crazy. Okay. And I thank my ancestors, I thank God, Goddess. I thank everybody that I am still here to even come and talk about this because, yeah. Hey, Jen. Hey, let me see who this is. Jackie said, I think the Etsy shop words cut her deep. Yeah, I do. But you know what? If you can't handle the truth, then don't listen. And she didn't, like, whatever she failed at had nothing to do with Jamila, because I had forgotten all about her until she had ended up on Old Boy's platform. I don't do stuff like that. If I have a problem with you, I will do a reversal, I will do a banish, and I will bind you. From doing any harm to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was actually quite impressed with my ancestors because I've been doing quite a bit of ancestor work. I was calm through the whole thing. And I could have got really, really, really upset, like, oh my God, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I think, guys, I'm sorry, duty is calling me. Yeah, duty is calling me, so I have to go. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. And thank you. I appreciate the well wishes, and I wish everybody else well. It's some pretty, and see, I don't conjure them nasty spirits like that. It's some pretty nasty spirits out there. And then also another thing, Jackie, I think that when I gave credit to that witch over in Haiti, I think that irritated her too. Because I can tell the difference between, like, trust me, I've had very, very powerful magic thrown at me the past several years. And, so I know the difference between, like, anybody that throws me something. I can tell if it's either powerful, semi-powerful, or, you know what I'm saying? So she didn't appreciate that, And I guess the lesson learned is maybe it's not meant for you to be like this dark witch. Like, maybe you should be more of a, I don't know. I think that I don't even think witch has anything to do with that, because most witches are not going to do that, especially over nothing. And I don't think that she did it because I cursed her. I may have sent some stuff back to her. That's it. Like, but other than that, like, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. And hey, Kat, hello. Yeah. And, you guys, at any moment, at any time, I did put an exorcism incantation up on up on here. And, yeah. So it is quite a bit of, and I'm not attracting that to me. I think that part of the reason, I think that for the most part, is jealousy coming from all different angles, because I was actually shocked to see grown men up there, encouraging her. She should have been told, do not go to that lady's house. Like, that shouldn't have ever been encouraged for her to do that. Okay. It shouldn't have ever been encouraged. I mean, just think, if the police would have met her here, she was upset enough to where, not that I'm looking out for her best interests at all, but, I mean, somebody could have lost their freaking life. And so she definitely got a hit on her, not me. I don't have no hit on me. I don't, Yeah. Yeah, I've never dropped her address to the public. I've never done that. Never done that. And it's not that difficult to find an address. It's not. I think that it's. I'm not even going to make any more comment about that. I'm not going to make any more comment about that. But it's she needs help. She needs to be in prison. Is where she needs to be. I mean, that's just the truth of the situation. Before she does something crazy, and I'm concerned for her kids. Okay, keep in mind, I met this chick. She used to call me her sister. Okay, got in touch with me last year I need you, sis. And like, would you do your own family that way? So, and that, yeah, she really, really has lost touch with reality big time. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. And so I'd like for it to end here and, for her to get some help, because if there is a substance abuse problem, obviously she needs to be attended to. Okay. So, yeah. But I'm going to go, you guys, because I am going to be installing the Ring camera. And then there'll be extra lights because, there'll be extra lights out there very, very soon. Because I couldn't even get a description of her car. I could tell it was an older model car, but I couldn't tell the make or the model of the car. It looked kind of like might have been a Chevy. I usually can tell by the shape of a car, but yeah. So yeah. Yeah, because that black sector, they do and say some crazy things, but do I believe that anybody deserves to like have their house shot up or something? Like, no, that's some whole other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So no, that's not cool for her to do that. So anyway, y'all, I gotta go because, like I said, I've got a request here, and blessings to everybody. And I will see you guys later. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys know how I am. I keep going. I can't help it. I'm a chariot. I'm a Cancer. I keep going. Like I said, I wouldn't still be here if I didn't feel very safe and protected. And I do feel very safe and protected. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know. Well, Kat, a police report was put in and they were sent the evidence of the video. And it is definitely against the, Georgia law for her to even make terroristic threats like that, waving the gun in the air like that. That doesn't make me feel, good about the safety, not only of myself, but then also others. Okay, keep in mind, I met her daughter, and her daughter took a liking to me. So I think that there's something inherently wrong there in that situation. So yeah. Oh, do you really? Yeah, I have one too. So yeah, and I just feel like she just needs to go. I just feel like she needs to. I don't know if they're going to mentally evaluate her or something, but that's yeah, because that just not in that sector's history has something like that happen, and it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. And I ain't trying to, I don't even, I personally think that dude that she dealing with is lying to her because, like, yeah, he's egging her on. That's ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. But, yeah. 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 Well, I'm not speaking on that other person either. I'm not beefing with that other person either. I'm not beefing with her. I have nothing to say about her. Nothing. When yeah. So I don't see why. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. But I gotta go. I do. I gotta go. I have a few minutes, so I have to get something taken care of. So I gotta go. Y'all have a good evening. Okay. Oh, and I am gonna make one more, but I got to take a break from this. But I'm going to show you guys this very interesting egg cleanse close up. So I think it'll be good for y'all. A lot of people like those videos. So, all right. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all later. Blessings. Bye.